Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Transport Fever 2. So I did get our economics situated between last episode and this episode, just because it did take me some time off camera to get everything working the way that it needed to work, so that we have the money to do things. We still are losing money. We get quite low once this train has to go back to Sacramento Oil Well, but we do seem to accumulate quite a lot. But we also have about 50 horse and carriage on this one line, which helps subsidize everything that we need for some cash flow while that train's going there and back. But we do see here now that Santa Ana does also need wrenches. We're still not hitting the threshold on supply for fuel. But that is going to really revolve around us because it's 2 for 1. So it's going to revolve us around bringing more fuel up. And I think that, barrels up. And I think that's just going to revolve around us needing an additional train. But I don't really want to spend more money on fuel quite yet until I can make this into a split track. To allow these trains, which he pulls okay up the hill, until he has a split track here so trains can constantly pass each other. And then we might want to get it where it has potentially 2 to 3 trains going up here. But what I was taking a look at is Sacramento and Santa Ana both need wrenches. And we do have a forest here and a sawmill here. And then also tools right here, which would be really easy to bring into Sacramento. The only thing is once they're made here at the tool factory, we have no good way to get them up to Santa Ana, but it will be half the battle from here. And then we could also do a train that would go up here. And then if we have the split track, then it really should not matter about how many trains are on this track. It's a split and we'll just do junctions periodically going up. So if we want to do that, where we have a train going from the forest to the sawmill, and then from the sawmill up, well, if he's only coming half, so we do need to figure that part out. So he's going from the Sacramento forest to the sawmill and then to the tool factory. If he has 4, he's only going to come back with 2 full tracks to the tool factory, and then he'll head his way back to the forest. So that's something to take in mind, but it is quite flat once you go from here. To go between here is not a big hill, and then we can split it off and drop it here. Or what we could even do is have trucks take it the rest of the way, but I think just having a train that would share partially this line and then split off would be just fine. So let's get underway of putting our sawmills together, and I do think that just 2 end stations would be fine. It is quite a long jaunt distance, but we can also maybe have oil, so processing oil, and then we're taking up more of a rich substance up here instead of this train. But as you can see, we're going to make a lot more money now that things are stabilized. So I'm going to give this just some quick thought of how we're going to put everything kind of together for our depots. I gave it some thought, and I think small change of plan. We're going to decommission this road leading to the toy factory. I think what we want to do actually instead is have Sacramento Forest number 2 head out to the sawmill. And then from the sawmill, we'll then bring it back to the tools factory. And then we're only really deadheading this distance, which is significantly less than if they're to go from here to here, where there's a hill. Here, it's not really that hilly. It's quite flat, so it'll be a quick deadhead, opposed to having to come back through here, back around through here, and then up and over. So I think we're going to develop this more than over there, and this will be a dead end because I don't see it needing expansion. But again, if we need to down the road, we can make it into a different type style terminus. But I think if we just did it, 164 is pretty good, but we do want it to face kind of this direction. So we're going to do something like this. 160 would be just fine. 170 is even fine too. Something like that. And then we'll get a road on it just so that it does its thing. Kind of like that. Okay, good. All right. So that'll be that. That'll give us the lumber that we need. And then over here, this would be, again, just a single, just a singular, nothing crazy. And we'll do it, because we need to kind of face it in this direction. So we'll do something like that. It's not even in the direction I need it. Okay, we'll do like that. All right. Okay, then we'll need train, another dead end. 167 is good. And then I'm wondering if we should just share this Sacramento platform. And then we can have a road depot that just carts them back and forth. So that we're not having another train station. And I think that would probably be the best idea, because then they can take it from here somewhere up to the toy factory. So they'll be taking all of the planks to the toy factory. And then the toy factory would then distribute to Sacramento, and then hopefully to Santa Ana, but we'll have to figure that one out in a little bit. So I did also go ahead and put a secondary line on here, but I will also put down cargo platforms just like that. We probably didn't need that many, but just to match what we have is fine. And then we'll have the train come off this way and wrap around into this one. So let's get this one wrapping tracks. This one needs to come and head towards kind of here. So I'm going to set this track. Hopefully it's going to be a bit of a spend. That's okay. 590, so 60k. That's okay. We'll do... That makes it quite large. So then we'll do that where they go down. We do need to start running it this direction. If we're going to have it where it wraps into here. So we do need to come this way. 20 would be probably pretty good. Do something like that. And then continue the idea. Gonna spend a lot of money on this. 51. Because we're kind of carving into the ground, but we do have a pretty good amount of money to spare. So that this turn here is a bit too sharp. So I wonder if I can kick it out that way and then bring it in. So we do have to slow down to about 103. I wonder if I can bring this back and kind of wrap it a little bit closer to here and then bring it in. So it's going to be down to 110. But currently we don't have anything that goes fast enough. I think 110 would be fine. It will cost $250,000 for that, so maybe not. What can we get it to be? 110. It's 109. Okay, so if we did... That's 110 across the board. So we're just going to have to slow down coming into the station. And then that is 120. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is now set. So they can go pretty fast. They're just going to have to slow down near the station. But they're going to have to do that anyways. And then that'll be for the forest, and they'll just pretty much shoot straight through to the sawmill. And then once they get to the sawmill, they'll wait, come back, drop, and everything will be good. Maybe we should have had a bypass, but we can add that once we need it. So then now, what I'm going to hopefully do is we can't do that because it's on a main connection, but we should be okay to just run it along this. So we'll do 120 like this. Wrap it up and through. Kind of. That's 120. It's like that. And then that would be a bridge. Or a tunnel. Which would keep it straight. I wonder if we should just do a tunnel straight under. I mean, if we can, why not? So if that's that side, and we want to pop out somewhere around here. So if I did that, yeah, it's kind of like that. Then I think if we connected, should just do a tunnel. $180,000 tunnel. Is that worth it? I think so. And then let's run that back. Let's run that like that. Again, it's slowing down. So maybe we can refund that. And then that'll be 120 the whole way. Okay, perfect. It's a bit cut into the ground, but that's okay. And this should be pretty much a straight shot to go from here and into there. But there is a bit of variation in the ground here. Okay. We'll do that. And that's 150. Wow, so expensive. Not sure. Well, that's 120. And then this is cheaper. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we can go from the forest to the sawmill and then back and drop here. So that should be everything set up. And then we can reuse this train depot just fine. And we are ticking around on speed, which is good. Okay, so now we need to set the line first. So new line. We'll make it yellow. We should get a better system. Train cargo for colors. Maybe all trains would be around a yellow tinge. That might be good. But anyways, this is going to be wrenches. Well, I guess it would be plank drop. Planks. Plank exchange. And then it would just be wood. We can just call it the plank exchange. That's fine. I think we'll remember what that is all about. Okay, not new line. Let's add a station. So that's our first stop. This is our second stop. This is our third stop. And that should do everything that we need. Okay, and then we will just need to get a road depot from here to here. And that's not a long road depot. We could also do it from here, but I think what we're going to do instead is have a road. This will kind of block this in if we do a road here. So maybe it is best if we can to do something here, or even do it here. So we can expand this back. But we could also just demolish it when we don't need it. Because since it's on the right side of the track, we're not double crossing this track. So yeah, I'm going to do, worst case scenario, we're just going to have to do some long plan changing, which is fine. Building, road depot. Well, we need to connect. Need to connect the street first, so we're going to connect it. I guess just over here is fine. Let's just do that, yeah. And then building, well, then it won't connect. If we do it there, it will, but not there. Well, could we... Can we just do... No, we can't. Well, I think if it has a cargo building, then it would work. Let's just do that. Cargo building on this side. Then that'll allow us to do building cargo. Yeah, then it's all connected. Perfect. And we could even do it at the end here. Sure. Why not? We'll do it like that. And then street, road. And bring it up somewhere like this. Maybe this side first. All right, boom. That is all put together now. It's a bit kind of like spaghetti in this area, but over time we will make it look a little bit prettier. Okay, now we're just going to need a drop point for all the cargo. I guess we can just do it right outside the tool factory. Something like that. And then once we can get it a little bit more situated, we might have it where tools and more of a kind of centralized drop kind of here between Sacramento and Santa Ana, as they both need pretty much both of the same materials brought in. Okay, so that is now set. Now let's go. Let's also build a road depot down here, because we only have currently one up in Santa Ana, as we did decommission everything kind of down here by McKinney. What we're then going to do is buy horse-drawn carriages. We're going to do 8 to start with. I think that's a healthy number. We'll select them all and we'll paint them all, I don't know, this color. And then we need to also, before we do anything, is set a new line. Do that color. Road cargo to Sacramento. Sacramento, and then with wrenches. Okay, well, it's tools, but we're going to call it wrenches. Okay. And then we just need to actually say go from there to there. And we'll leave that as that. Now, they do only need about 27, so it's not going to be the most lucrative line. But this should just produce a lot. Okay. And then also, I think, yeah, we already have that line set. So now we just need to buy and build a train. So we're going to need to have this train here. The boxcar does everything else. So we could have it where this train would then grab everything and head up to Santa Ana. But we're not going to do that. We are just going to have it carting the wood and the planks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to get it to where it doesn't say, well, it's mediocre. It actually pulls a lot of capacity. We'll have it pull, I'm just not sure how much it will actually make. So we'll have it pull about 56. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. I'd only be able to pull about 28, 21, unless we did that. Just waited half a second for, oh, I do have it on pause. We waited until our train got up there, then we'd be okay. I did some quick math, and it will cost it. So it's about 40 between Sacramento and Santa Ana. But we only take about, so if we did a cart, if we purchased the General, and we did a flat car with stakes up to, like, say 42, we'd only be actually about to take back, so if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 3 of them would be full on the journey back from here. So, and I think that would be fine. And I don't really want to wait, so I'm just going to not repay. I'm going to borrow and borrow. Pause it. And we're just going to, looks like I need to borrow a little bit more. Okay, so 2 million. We're going to borrow and we're going to be able to get this. It's 1.6, but that should allow us to actually properly move product. And then it's going to be on the Plink exchange. And then that will allow us to get the things we need to do. Now, I did realize the only way... So currently this train, you'll have to go here and flip around, but we could draw kind of like this. Hold on. Let's draw it. Oop. All right, I'm just going to do it just like that. Just fine. I just needed to be able to get onto this track. Now I think we should see that he should come out once the track is free. So we'll speed it up. Get this guy going. Once the track is free, he'll proceed through, and then he should just wrap this way because that is his first stop, which is currently filling. And we probably could have made this smaller, but that's fine. Okay, so 37 is on the track. For some reason, he's still waiting for a free path. Probably waiting for this guy to leave because this, I think all of this counts as a junction, which is unfortunate, but he'll wait till he leaves. And then, yeah, there's going to be enough up there for him to grab a full load. He only has 42 spots, and then half of that will come back. So we do also need to, before he gets all the way on the Plink exchange, once he gets to Nashville, I would like him to full load, or load if available, and have your minimum stop be 80 seconds, just because then he might be able to pick up product on his way back. And then for the unload feature, we're just going to want to unload logs. We'll tell him to load everything, and then here, so here, what's it saying? Train 2 has no path. So flip around. Okay. All right, I had to flip. I had to borrow some more money and put a track here so he could actually flip around. Nope, still on the wrong track. Okay, come on, hurry up. We got money we need to make. There we go. All right, now he's on the right track. And then what we were doing is figuring out, so when he goes to Sacramento, so he should just blow right through, and the only thing he's unloading is the planks. And then currently I have, I think, yeah, because they're not taking anything from Sacramento South to the toys, and that's what I wanted. So this is actually wrong. I want them to go from here to here, not here to in town, because there's nothing for them to drop off. So they'll do that, and then yeah, everything's looking good. Now we're gonna need to accumulate some money, but what I also want to do is I want to fire all of my horse and buggy, because what I want to have is a tram station, but I really need to figure out where it's gonna go. Probably down here, because the tram is gonna kind of do this. It's gonna do a square. So if we place the tram depot here, we could do a square. We could also do it here, but this is kind of the tail end of it. So I'm going to place it there just to have at least that available to me. And then I think what we need to do is streets, upgrade. So these are medium streets, and we want to have trams. So let's see how much it's going to cost us. So we technically want to do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And we're going to make kind of a bit of a square. So kind of like this. And that'll allow me to cart people around this city. And then bus and tram stop. So we have one there, one there. We're going to add one here. and then one here. Okay, that should be good. And we are making a lot of money because this guy just dropped off. So what we're going to do with some of the money is repay our loan. So in case we need to pull out some money, we can. He's on his way with a full load. And hopefully he makes some good money. He does go quite significantly fast, which is nice. And that tunnel is very beneficial for not having to go up. Now, actually, while I'm thinking about it, one comment that I would like to hear from everyone is, should we, when we have the funds, should this be a zigzag train with cutbacks to get up here? Would that make it go faster? Or would we still be significantly too slow? I'm not too sure, so leave it in the comments below. Now we're going to want to set up a tram junction. So new line, we're going to go add substation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's just going to do a loop throughout the city. And this is going to be, I guess this would be rail transit. And it's for Santa Ana. Okay. And then what we want to do is buy probably just 2. We'll color code them. I think it was like a P yellow. And we'll put them on Santa Ana. Unable to find a pass. Missing tram track. So just need to upgrade this, I believe. Yeah. Now we have tram track going everywhere. So now they should be able to dispatch themselves, and they can do 10. And we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on there, so times that by 4, they could do 40. These trams can do a little bit more. So currently they're carrying 40, so we're going to manage the vehicles. We're going to add 2 more to make it 4, and then we're going to see how well that helps with the situation for all these people that are needing to move around. And seeing if they're going to get to the places they need to get to. And then eventually I think we're just going to completely decommission the horse and buggy unless they want to go out of town. Currently not. They all just still want to kind of hang around in Santa Ana. They don't want to go explore. Okay, so we do have product waiting on track. It did not take any product unless it's loaded. Yeah, it is loaded. Okay. Okay, so it's loaded up product and it's moving product around, and it is definitely making us money. So this is the Plank Exchange. It is making us some good money to the point where maybe we should twin this line here to get even more oil brought up here. Because right now it's a 2-to-1 ratio. It makes 400, so if I can bring all 400 up here, I can make fuel quite fast. But currently, I'm not bringing up anything, so it's a problem. Sacramento has a fuel refinery now. Oh boy, so I could. Oh geez, this changes everything. So I could send this oil well to get processed here. It's quite a quicker jaunt. I can even just share. Just twin this and kind of share the line, and then they could bring back the half empty all the way here and turn it into fuel. Oh, or do I just twin this and make a lot of money going up to Santa Ana? Ooh, decisions. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when everything starts just working out and moving forward. Yeah, what do you do? Okay, well, it's time to give that some thought. But these guys do also, I think, go considerably fast. What is the top speed? 18, and then a top speed is 18. So they go about the same speed. But it looks like the tram is quicker. And people look to be preferring the tram system over the other system. So I think I'm going to decommission the Santa Ana route. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to sell them all, and then I'm just going to decommission that line. So now it's just fully trams only, and if I need to get more trams, I will. But I think that's beneficial. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Well, everything is looking good. We did get more set up. And they should be bringing tools in. Now what we want to do is also get another line from here to here. We'll call this road cargo. And it'll be Sacramento tools. Perfect. And we'll color it this color. We will purchase. I'm just going to do 4. And give them that purple. And then we'll put them on the Sacramento tools line. Now this should start spawning in tools. And then we can start getting Sacramento up and running. Okay. We do want to get a lot more money. So that when we're bringing up 2 trains, we're making significantly more money off of them. But that is something that is in the near future. Now, lots of people are wanting to move around Sacramento. We do have a lot of people waiting. So I am going to even up the ante of the Santa Ana to 8. Perfect. Okay, we'll start moving around a lot of people a lot quicker. Because we're booming. We're booming here in Santa Ana. And hopefully then we can also bring tools from here and bring them up. It is a 1-to-1 ratio. But as you can see, this is only bringing back 2. Even though it is allowing us, it has more. I wonder if I should almost increase the plank exchange stop threshold. Just make it 120 seconds. I'll do 120. I think that'll be a good amount of stop time. Because then he should be able to load fully. This one over here, I'm not worried. He should be loading completely full. And we do have a good amount of cash. So let me work on twinning this. And then we're also going to work on getting another train on this fuel. And also let me know if we should hook up Sacramento to Nashville and then to Sacramento fuel. And then maybe just cart up the fuel to Santa Ana. Or if we should just not. But I'm going to twin this. And I'm going to get some more, another train on this line. But let me twin it out. All right. We have officially twinned and signaled this entire length. Some of them are closer. Some of them are further apart. I don't have the mod. So it is what it is. Now, 52 people are currently waiting on that one pad to be moved around the city. That is a significant amount of people. And also, somehow, some way, this line, this train line, wherever this train may be, he is bringing back fuel. And my feeling is he's bringing back fuel because this line is hooked up to this, which this is hooked up to this, which this is then hooked up to this, and then it's just like, yeah, sure, why not? We'll bring it. So I'm thinking that is what's going on there, which is what it is. So I'm not too worried about it. I kind of wanted to bring it down fuel anyways, but I also didn't really want to take away from Santa Ana's production because it's really not producing much. Now, that being said, if we wanted to, we can duplicate the current train that is doing these deliveries as he's on his way up. So if we were to do a duplicate, it would be a good time now. Hopefully once he drops off, because I think if it was the oil to fuel clone, I think it costs about, I think it's 2.6. Which is significant. So we might have to wait for more money. But yes, as we can see here, there is fuel that is trying to make its way back down. I'm not. They bring over 1, and I think that's because. Do I have an inner city drop for fuel? I should. So this is Santa Ana, yeah, to Santa Ana halt to Dogwood Street. So now they must be trying to split the They must be trying to split what is providable to everyone. So if he jumps in here, parks in here, I still don't think I have enough to clone. Oh, I do. Okay. Very good. So it costed about 1.8. And now he should head his way. So he just needs to wait for this train to leave. But then he should be able to get onto this track and do what he needs to do. We could... Oh, now we're out of money. Once that train stops, we should be able to do this. Let's see. Can we do it? Will he drop the... Oh, no, right. He has to go all the way. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. And we should be able to do that. But if I can't, I have to borrow the money. He should. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, he shouldn't need to wait for anything. Because he needs to go this way. But he probably just didn't recognize that an additional path was made for him. Okay, now, hopefully, because he can take about 56, and he can take about 56. So that should make this be able to deduce about 50, because 100 will be going up there. All right, so fully loaded. Now they won't care about each other because they're on completely opposite sides, which is fine. Some oil wells are closing, but that's fine. We're not too pressed about it. Everything's looking good. All right, loving it. Now we got to figure out what is our next point of contention. Our next thing that we need to tackle, and I think it's getting more money, and also it's getting the years further along, so we have better vehicles. But I think getting everything kind of situated a little bit more fleshed out, and one of those things I think is going to be peeling this back and setting up a proper... Oh, that is not proper. I'm not sure why it likes to do that. But doing a proper line. We don't need a large one. We can just get away with a small one. But doing some type of proper line, just so things are more straight and more efficient, would be good. But currently we have no way to do it because we're out of money. And then this will interrupt a main line unless we're able to bring this over to there. But we'll figure that out later. Currently we just need some money. We're just really running low on the good old funds. Now this currently can't operate because it's not long enough. Just dropping off too much stuff. So, but they're all making me money, so I can't complain too much. And tools are being dropped off here, and then being brought to where they need to be brought to. But yeah, these guys are bringing in fuel. They're bringing in fuel to Sacramento, which is really weird. They didn't have it set up for that, but somehow it's working. So they are not, it's nice, they're not fully deadheading, which is good. You like to see it. That's what we wanted set up. But now we just got to kind of, again, it's the situation we were in when we were nearing the end of last episode, where we just currently have like no funds. We're losing all of our cash flow, which is okay. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like they caught up to each other. But you can see how they are able to keep going, because these are close enough that once this guy hits this one and he hits this one, that they're both able to continue to go. And then the only thing is he'll unload and load, and the other guy will just have to wait kind of at the front, unless it is a split track. But I don't really need that. I can kind of just wait, which is just fine. Details. He's in very bad condition. He's in excellent or very good condition. So it looks like he's actually able to go quicker. So I wonder if I could give this one a better, better maintenance, and if he would go faster. Oh, I like how you can paint them pink. It's a pink choo-choo train. Okay, he got me 724,000. Here comes the even slower pink choo-choo train. So I'm wondering if I should up the maintenance to high on these. I wonder if they would end up going quicker. He has very bad maintenance. So something to look into, I guess, to see if the higher running cost is worth it so that they go quicker. Because they are making me a tremendous amount of money, at 1.2. And this guy's already on his way back down with a small load of fuel. This should significantly increase the annex production. And it looks like we're going to need some more trams. I don't know how far out they're spaced. They look pretty spaced out from each other. I'm gonna do 2 more. Let me get up to 10. 10 trams. I think that'll be good. And then we might have to up the amount of horse and carriage that's able to bring back and forth. So which line is this? That is the oil, RC oil. Let's just double this load and see what they can do for getting more product across. And then hopefully we can make this a bit better. Now we do have 1.4 million, so we can change this around. Now, one of the things I need to do temporarily is kind of run a temporary line from here to here. So this will allow me to delete this bit of a janky feeling road. Okay, so I'll do that. And then that would be nice and straight, which would increase my efficiencies, which I kind of want to do with all the roads up there, but I have a lot of vehicles on it right now. So it makes it a little bit difficult. Now we do have a bit more spending cash because we're not completely strapped. So we can do a little bit more terraforming. These were built with trams, so no trams. No trams, please. Let's take off the tram tracks. We don't need tram tracks way out there. All right. And then we can just change this back to keep. And I'm not sure what the difference between player owned is or not. So if you want to let me know in the comment section below, that would be great. As I'm not too sure. But yeah, you can see that they're kind of sharing the platform with fuel. Because these trains are bringing down like 1 fuel each, and it's giving me $18,000 though, so it's kind of helping with the deadhead. Which hey, I can't do much complaining. But we could, I guess we could manage the vehicle TC to oil, or would it be Sacramento wrenches? I think it would be Sacramento wrenches. Because if we told them to not load fuel, then it wouldn't send fuel down. But as you can see, it's kind of getting to the point where there's actually a bit of fuel. And it's kind of balancing everything out. So I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it as is. And just see how things kind of work. Quality is good. I think what we're going to do as well, just to get, to keep things kind of riding high, is I'm going to increase the maintenance to high, just so the noise emission layer goes down. I think that'll be beneficial. Because what are these? These are very bad, but we could increase them. Because this is the bread. They just bring bread in. We could increase them as well to high. Which will increase them, so the emissions will go down, which hopefully then it becomes no longer a problem, and this can even advance more. All right, so it does seem that it runs out, kind of produces and then stalls, and then produces and then stalls. So we're probably not keeping a consistent amount of fuel. Yeah, as this guy is chugging his way along, and this one is just quickly behind him as well. So hopefully we end up making some more money on that. But now we can disconnect this, which also had tram tracks. I don't think we need to actually have all of this hooked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, delete this, delete this. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to connect these, and I'm going to smooth out the terrain just a little bit in some of these areas. Now these tracks, these are separate, which is fine because they don't need to be put together to work the way they need to work. And I think I'd rather have them separated anyways. But this is turning into a bit of a popular kind of junction by Sacramento, which we might even have it to be kind of a transfer zone up in the north end here. But we'll kind of see, because we could bring the wheat into this area, and then ship it up via train car and then bring it down. Or we can even use this one to bring to here as well. There's many different ways that we can kind of utilize shipment zones to improve efficiencies. Mediocre still. We are going up though, because we are producing 77 out of the 107. We're producing 18 out of 105. It might be even beneficial to get a third train on this line, so we can run even that much more. We kind of did talk about potentially having about 2 to 3 trains on this line at one given time. So I'm going to see if I can go to oil to Sacramento. I want to duplicate this train, and I want to give him a fun color. What color do I want to give him? Let's give this one this color. Let's keep them all pink. I think they look great. Okay, so now we have 3 trains on one fuel line. So we should be bringing up quite a significant amount of fuel. He brings in 177, and it's enough to keep everything running swimmingly. Okay, awesome. All right, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Transport Fever 2. I hope you are enjoying the series thus far. I feel like I'm getting my footing back with the whole YouTube thing. I do still think I get kind of caught up in the technicalities and trying to figure everything out to where I end up just kind of zoning out. So I will try to work on that, where I'm not just zoning myself out and not communicating what I'm trying to do. And then we'll kind of go from there. But maybe on the next episode, maybe we'll incorporate this Nashville oil refinery down here. And then we can have it where it will have a third platform where we bring it up here. Or we can even utilize this platform. We'll just have to dual rail up in this point here. So people trains can pass each other. And then maybe that'll allow us to bring even more oil up to... so we can have even more of a steady supply. Or we might just make another train, longer train. Who knows once we upgrade. And also leave in the comments below, should we upgrade the speed, like the date speed? Do we think we're going too slow? It's been, I guess this would be episode number 3. And we've only gone 20 years, which is kind of what I was earmarking, is 20 episodes. We'd get about, I think it would be about 100 or 80 some years progression, which is kind of what I was hoping. Also, if there is a better naming system, let me know. But anyways, that'll do it for today. Make sure to like, comment. Oh, and we got a new Baldwin chassis. But we'll take a look at that. Also, stretches. So new forms of horse-drawn carriage. So we can actually upgrade our horses because the top speed will go up. And then the train depot, we actually now have a even faster form of transportation, 60, which we might upgrade our trains to incorporate that new engine, maybe even one of them, because that would increase everything. But anyways, back in the deficit hole. Hopefully we get our way out. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I like to read all the comments, so I can't wait to hear from every single one of you. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.